comes and bowls and uppercut by Hill. It was short and wide, outside off stump, one bounce, high over the slips and over the ropes. In goes Connors, cut, down for 4. It was short and wide. Again, it wasn't quite as short and wide as the delivery that Hill helped over the slips in the previous over, but it was out there to be cut away. Who comes in, bowls to Hill, who cuts him away for 4, just to, well, as they say, rub salt in the wound. Connors is in and bowls Hill edge, and he's caught. Well, it has come and punches the 2 fists, and deserved for Sam Connors. Found the edge again. Third slip again as in goes Connors and bowls. Very straight, played straight back past him by Harris. Should pick up a couple. No, he's going to pick up 4. The unfortunate fielder who was in hot pursuit there.
Taking that in bowl to Hanscom on his pads, and it's flicked away for 4 runs down to fine leg. That was an attempted Yorker, but it was offline. Kiwi, and that one is driven, and that always happens, doesn't it? Happened to poor old Sam Connors earlier. I'm not sure if it's got the legs to go. It has got the legs to get to the boundary. Connors was giving it everything, chasing after it as he always does.
In goes Dahl, bowls, lovely on drive, and I think that's it. That is going to be the runs he needed for the 100. Lovely shot from Marcus Harris. Has played some lovely on drives in this innings. He takes his helmet off, raises it. In he goes and bowls. Down the wicket goes Harris. Smacks him back over his head for a 1 bounce 4.
As Brown is in, and that one is turned off his pads down to fine leg for 4 runs. Thompson can't get round.
It again, he's going to do a little paddle sweep, and he plays it very nicely actually down to fine leg. Sprinting around the boundary is Brown, but he can't get there.
Watching nothing.
Yep, again, and that could go for 4 as well. Again down the leg side from Thompson. This time it's swept right along the ground all the way, so it's not sort of kicking up sand. That shot from Hanscom, as in goes Thompson. Down the wicket goes Harris, and again I think Thompson saw him coming, and he tried to spear it wide, but
Brown in and bowls. That one is pulled into the leg side. That's going to be 4 runs. Sam Connors is chasing around, giving it everything as you would expect, but he's never going to get there. Around the wicket, bowls. That one is wide and driven for 4 by Harris. That's a glorious shot. His final one of the over, and it's wide of the off stump and driven backward of square this time, and for 4 more. Alice Dahl can't get there.
Thompson is in, tosses it right up, full toss, and it's driven by Hanscom. Down on his haunches is Thompson, because that is going to cross the ropes.
Sam Connors then in and bowls from the racecourse, and it's a short delivery, and it's punched away into the offside by Peter Hanscom for 4 runs. A short delivery as Connors is in, and that one is guided nicely down towards, through the gully, in fact, for 4 runs. It went like a rocket.
Rees is in, bowls, a little bit short, and played away off the back foot by Harris through the vacant point area down to the fielder on the point boundary, and that is the single Harris needed for his 150. Raises his bat round the ground, gets a warm round of applause, and bowls just outside off stump. Just waited for that one. Hanscom, just enough width to guide it wide of an Iron Donald at that sort of backward point, wide gully position. Connors turns short, wide, and helped on its way down to third man for another 4 by Peter Hanscom. He just rocked back, and bowls, drops very short and outside off stump. It can be guided away by Hanscom in the air, but perfectly safely down to third man, and that's the 4 he needed. Thompson is in, driving, thick outside edge in the air through about 4th slip, running down to third man. Dahl is in pursuit. He's not going to cut it off her.
Bowls to Hanscom, who goes back and forces it out to the offside as a misfield by Pat Brown. That's going to be 4 runs. Ball might have hit a wicket end. In comes Connors and bowls. That one is pulled into the leg side aerially, but it's going to go 1 bounce, 2 bounces. No, it didn't bounce at all. It's gone for 6. I lost it completely. I'm not sure whether Harry Kane picked it up cleanly either.
In past done by Hartley. Bowls, that's going to be close. That's surely close. His leg before wicket. Yep, Peter Hanscom looking to turn the straight ball out through mid-wicket. Was very full. He missed it, and it certainly wasn't going over the top, and it looked very straight to me. To Travaskis, bowls on off stump. He's going to pick up 4 as he went forward on off stump. He played it reasonably well, in fairness. It was a sort of edge, but it was angled down. It bounced sort of well short of what would have been.
As Connors bowls to him, and he's edged this one along the floor past the left-hand side of third slip, and it's gone all the way down to a wide third man for 4 runs. Of course, as Connors bowls and Travaskis drives. That's a nice shot. 4 runs, very straight up towards the long-on boundary. And he moves on to 16, and the 360's up as if that.
Stumps goes in and bowls to Harris, who's flashing drive through the covers. This time wide of Brown to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot.
And that's driven. It's full on the offside, driven straight through cover. It's a lovely shot. He's almost a trademark drive, Marcus Harris. With how bad it has been. That's an edge from Travaskis. It's going to run away for 4. It's gone through a second or third slip line. And again, he's seen the ball slightly straight and slightly full. Bowls again, full. And it's misfielded. Marcus Harris goes to 200 of 293 balls. An amazing innings. As Thompson's into Harris, down the wicket and smashes that over mid-on. That could clear the seats, and it has.
As Brown is in, short, pulled by Harris over square leg for a massive 6. Is in to Harris. Slower ball bowled in. Harris waiting for it, tried to clip it away through mid-wicket, gets a handshake from Pat Brown, which is really nice to see, and a handshake indeed from a number of the Derbyshire.
As he does hit straight. There we go. 6 runs out towards long on and clearing the rope by some considerable distance. He also cleared the advertising board.
Lewis Rees is in, short, in the air, pulled out towards square leg and caught. Travaskis has holed out on 49. Harry came down there. A little bit of a top edge, sort of quick hands from Travaskis, and Rees is in, drops a fraction short. Cox waits on the back foot, turns it out towards backward square, wants a second, but he's going to have to settle for 1. No, there is another one there because it's an overthrow. It's shot low through Brooke Guest's gloves, and although Wayne Madsen was right behind him, backing him up, and bowls, slog swept high over mid-wicket, and we're getting close to that big pile of sand.
He's in and bowls to Ben Cox, who lifts this one high into the sky. Who's going to come around and catch this one? It looks like it's Pat Brown. Oh, he's dropped it.
Oh.
Of course he has.
No, he took a chunk out of the ground.
Oh, he took it?
Yes.
He took it. As Tops, you don't look convinced. As, oh, my word.
Oh.
Ben Green has absolutely smashed that delivery, and he has found that gap, and it's in the car park, and it's missed by a gentleman in the car park with a black bag. Alex Thompson, City End, bowls. Mike heaves that down the ground. That's gone a long way. It was momentarily, he looked interested. I think it's gone over the roof of the... As Lloyd is in now, then this has been launched down the ground. Has he got the legs to get all the way? It's gone over Sam Connors, and it has gone all the way out to long on. Here is Scriven. He's edged it, and he's been given leg before wicket. He's been given leg before wicket. I thought it was an edge. It wasn't taken cleanly by Cox, but it didn't matter because Derbyshire are 0 for 1.
First slip as Mike goes in and bowls, clipped out through mid-wicket nicely by Lewis Rees for 4. Just there to be hit away. Mike is in and bowls hit in the air and caught at mid-wicket. Well, whether it stopped on Lewis Rees, I'm not sure, but I talked about the way that Rees sort of plays a little bit sort of disdainfully, especially off his legs, usually times it beautifully. Is in, bowls to Madsen, almost Yorks him as he leg before. He's gone leg before first ball. It was the Yorker, and it was a super delivery, and Madsen was literally felled. He tried to get the bat down on it in time. In he goes and bowls. Lloyd is clipping nicely away off Midland leg out towards mid-wicket. Think it's got the legs to go the distance. It does for Leicestershire. In goes Green and bowls very short, pulled for 4. Well, quickly onto that was Lloyd. Saw it very early indeed, and Swivel pulled it.
As Scriven is in, and that one is pulled into the leg side for 4 more. I say 4 more for 4. It's a nice shot though. As this one strikes the pad of Brooke Guest, and he's been given out. It took a lot of thinking from umpire Shanmugam, and he threw his head back there, Brooke Guest. He didn't think he was out.
Rather lumbers in, bowls down the leg side, helped on its way for 4. Puffs of, I'm saying that, but no, it is. Puffs of sand coming up with every bounce, but to Sam Connors, who's beat. Or did he play inside the line of it? Either way, it went past the outside edge, but that, ladies and gentlemen,